Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to my DAWAH Masterclass series. This is lecture number 19, the Dawah of the Sahabah. How the companions spread Islam across the world. Imagine if I told you that a small group of people with no social media, no microphones, no YouTube, no websites, no smartphones, and managed to spread Islam across continents. Most marketing experts today would say that's impossible. Yet that's exactly what happened, because the Sahabah possessed something stronger than technology. They possessed sincerity, conviction, sacrifice, an unwavering faith in Allah. And tonight we learn how the companions of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, changed history forever. So the greatest students of the greatest teacher of the Sahaba were not perfect. They were ordinary people. They were merchants. They were farmers. They were workers. They were mothers, young men, elderly men. But they sat with the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and learned from him. And then they carried Islam to the world. So the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, built the companions. And the companions changed civilization. Their dawah began with transformation before they invited others. Islam transformed them first. The Quran changed their hearts, their character, their priorities, their lives. This is important. You cannot effectively call people to something that you have not transformed yourself. So Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him, dawah through trust. The moment Abu Bakr accepted Islam, he immediately began inviting others. Why were people willing to listen? Because they trusted him. He was known for honesty, integrity, good character. And many of the greatest of companions entered Islam through Abu Bakr's efforts, including Uthman ibn Affan, Talha ibn Ubaidillah, Zubair ibn al-Awwam, Abdul Rahman ibn Awaf. And in the Dawah lesson, people often accept Islam through relationships before they accept arguments. So, we're going to get to Mus'ab ibn Umair. May Allah be pleased with him. The first Dawah missionary. Mus'ab was young, he was handsome, he was wealthy. He could have chosen comfort. Instead, he chose Islam. And the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, sent him to Medina before the Hijrah. He became Islam's first official teacher and ambassador. He taught patiently, respectfully, wisely, and through him, entire tribes entered Islam. Now, the conversion of Sa'd ibn Mu'adh was Sa'd approached Mus'ab angry, ready for confrontation, ready for argument. Mus'ab remained calm, and he simply says, "Why don't you listen first?" And Sa'd listened and then accepted Islam. Soon afterward, much of his tribe followed, and one sincere conversation can change generations. Now we're going to get to Umar ibn al-Khattab. May Allah be pleased with him. He never gave up on people. Before Islam, Umar was feared. He opposed Islam strongly, and many Muslims probably assumed he will never become a Muslim. But Allah guided him, and he became one of Islam's greatest leaders. And in a dawah lesson for him, and never decide who deserves guidance. That decision belongs only to Allah. Now we're going to get to Mu'adh ibn Jabal. Is the scholar Da'i. When the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, sent Mu'adh to Yemen, and then he gave him important advice, he told him to begin with Tawheed. Not complicated issues, not secondary matters. Tawheed first. Everything else follows. And the dawah lesson we can learn from him is always start with foundations. And their character was their dawah. People saw Islam before they heard Islam. They witnessed honesty. They witnessed generosity, humility, courage, justice. And the Sahaba were walking examples of Islamic values. Their lives were their strongest arguments. So the sacrifice was real. The Sahaba gave up wealth, status, comfort, homes, and sometimes their lives. Why? Because they believed guidance was worth every sacrifice. They loved humanity. The Sahaba generally wanted people to be saved. Their dawah wasn't about proving others wrong or winning debates or gaining popularity. It was about helping people find Allah. This sincerity touched hearts. And Islam reached the world within a few decades. Islam spread across Arabia, Syria, Iraq, Egypt, Persia, North Africa. How? Not because they had superior technology, but because they had superior sincerity. So lessons for modern da'is now is from Abu Bakr, is build trust. From Mus'ab, use wisdom. From Umar, never lose hope in people. And Mu'adh, teach gradually. From all the Sahaba, live what you preach. And the problem today, many Muslims want quick results. They want viral videos. They want instant access. And the Sahaba focused on sincerity, consistency, sacrifice, and they trusted Allah with the results. That made them extraordinary. The Sahaba were not extraordinary because of who they were. They became extraordinary because of what they carried. They carried La ilaha illallah, Muhammadan Rasulullah. And they carried it sincerely. And in my closing, imagine standing before Allah and discovering that one person entered Islam because of you. Then their children became Muslim. Then their grandchildren. And then generations after them. This is the legacy of the Sahaba. And this opportunity still exists today. So, O Allah, allow us to follow the example of the Sahaba, increase our sincerity and sacrifice, wisdom and patience, and make us among those who guide others to your path. So the companions changed the world, not because they had the best resources, but because they carried the truth with complete sincerity. So stay tuned for my next lecture. Is lecture number 20. We're getting there. How to give dawah without sounding preachy. Connecting hearts without pushing people away.